There once was an old man who lived on the moon. He'd look down, watching the people and animals on Earth as they'd go about their daily lives. He'd hover over the land and rivers, lighting the waves and shore. One night, the old man watched as people began to settle and rest after a hard day's work. He smiled at the children as they slept. He then hovered over the forests of Japan. The animals seemed to get along nicely. They seemed to live in peace and harmony. He then spotted a monkey, a fox, and a rabbit. The old man became curious and wanted to learn more about them. Which of these is the kindest creature? He asked to himself. I wonder which is the most generous. I need to know more about my creatures. He floated around a bit longer before his curiosity got the better of him. The old man transformed into a poor beggar and, in disguise, floated down to earth. He walked through the forest until he came across a clearing where the monkey, fox, and rabbit lived. When the creatures saw him, they looked up at him with bright, shining eyes. Good day, sir, said the rabbit. How do you do? Welcome to the forest, said the monkey, and the fox bowed low. Oh, friends, the old man said, leaning heavily against his walking stick. I am not doing well. I am poor and I'm very hungry. Can you help me? Of course we'll help, said the monkey. We'll always help our friends, the fox agreed. We'll fetch some food for you, the rabbit added. And without a moment's hesitation, they ran off to search for food for the beggar. The old man sat down and leaned against a tree. He looked up to the sky and smiled. These are good animals, he said to himself, and I'm curious to see who is most generous. Before long, the monkey returned carrying an armload of fruit. Here you are, the monkey said. The bananas and berries are delicious. And take these oranges too, and these pears. I hope you enjoy. Thank you, my friend. You are kind, the beggar said. Then the fox raced into the clearing, carrying a fat fish between his teeth. He laid it before the beggar and bowed. My friend, I offer you a fresh fish to ease your hunger. I hope this will satisfy you. You are also kind, said the old man. I never knew how kind the forest animals were. Of course we are kind, the monkey said proudly. And we are skilled at finding food, the fox added. The three then sat waiting for the rabbit to return. Meanwhile, the rabbit dashed through the forest, but he could not find food for the beggar. At long last, he returned to the clearing. You returned, the monkey cried. I have, the rabbit said sadly, but I must ask you to do me a favor. Brother Monkey, will you gather firewood for me? And Brother Fox, with the firewood, will you build a big fire? The monkey and fox ran off to do as their friend asked, and the beggar sat quietly watching in wonder. After the fire started, the rabbit turned to the beggar. I have nothing for you but myself, he said. I am going to jump into the fire, and when I am roasted, please feast upon me. I cannot bear to see you go hungry. The rabbit bent his knees, preparing to jump into the fire. The beggar threw away his walking stick and removed his disguise. He stood proudly before the animals. Seeing this odd transformation, the animals began to shake in fear. Don't be afraid, the old man said. You see, Rabbit, I am much more than a beggar, and I've seen that you are more than generous. Your kindness is beyond price, but you must understand I wish you no harm. I do not want you to sacrifice yourself for my comfort. I will take you with me, where I can watch over you and make sure you are never harmed." The old man lifted the rabbit into his arms and carried him up to the moon. The monkey and fox watched in amazement, but they were grateful, for they wished their friend no harm. And if you look closely at the moon when it's full and bright, you will see the rabbit living there in peace with the old man, watching over us all.